Hey there, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I curled my hair for you. How do you like it? I still have foam rollers. You know those foam rollers that you roll your hair with? And it does the trick. It does the job. But here's the trick to it. Blow dry your hair till it's almost completely dried, and then you put your rollers in, and then it just takes like a few minutes. By the time you get your face all made up and everything, your hair is ready to unroll and fix up. What do you think? Now, you may be wondering why I'm talking this way. I ain't making fun of people from the South, because my ancestors are from the South. I have a long line of ancestors that come from the South, going back to when they came over here in the 1600s. So, yes, I do have a long line of Southern folks in my family. My great-grandpa was born in Virginia, and my grandpa was born in Tennessee, and they migrated up to southern Illinois and southern Indiana. And so, you know, when you get in Illinois, close down to Kentucky, you got a southern thing going on there. It just is, okay? Now then, and I was born in the southern part of Indiana, by the way. So, I was thinking about this, and I thought, you know what? It appears to me, and I could be wrong. I don't know. But it appears to me that folks on YouTube, you know, the content creators, they seem to get a whole lot more views. And I think I've come to the conclusion it's because they've got this southern accent thing going on. And for some reason or other, people like it. And so they click on their videos. They go, oh, wow, ain't that cute? Ain't that something? And there's something about it. It just makes them feel nice. And so I thought, well, I might try it for my intro for this here video, because, you know, I think it's good to feel nice. So anyway, that's why I'm doing this. Now, I have a question for you. Oh, and speaking of accents, I noticed that people with British accents, Irish accents, and folks from Scotland, people love their videos. And I mean, their videos cannot be that great, but it's like they get tons of views because of that. I think it's their accent. I think that's what it is. So I thought maybe I would try mine. Because back in the day, I had more of an accent when I was a child than I do now, because I just gradually lost that. Anyway, this is a question for y'all. Y'all, why is it that people from all over the world, and from all different ethnicities have adapted or adopted y'all? They say y'all all the time. Y'all. Why? When did that start? That's what I want to know. When did it start, and why do they do it? When did it become so popular throughout the realm of the world that people say y'all? No matter what their ethnicity, no matter where they're from, they may never have even been in the South, but they're saying y'all. So I'm just wondering, y'all, I personally do not use that term, y'all, but I know there are a lot of them who do, and people just seem to think, ain't that something? That's just something. So, all right. Now, today I'm going to show ya what I've been doing with some waffles using my little mini waffle maker here. My little Daesh mini waffle maker. I'm going to show you what I've been doing with this. And it ain't nothing luxurious. It's just practical. Okay? All right, so stick with me. And thanks for putting up with my southern accent. Because, you know, I had to give it a try. All righty then. Stay with me and let's waffle. All right. See you here. Thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it. You guys put up with so much. You just do. I'm telling you, you do. Now, I've had this box. It's now a partial box, but I've had this box of Millville buttermilk pancake and waffle mix. It is from Aldi, or as they say down south, Aldi. They say Aldi across the pond too. In the UK they say Aldi. I don't know, but when Aldi advertises they say Aldi. So I'm just saying. Okay. So I have been working on this to use it up, but I don't use it that often, so I kept it in the freezer because, you know, because it was open and I didn't want it to get buggy and stuff. The beauty of this particular mix is you only need to add water. See? Water. So, it's great. Now, if you're going to make waffles, it does have a little waffle direction here. And you do have to add more things like milk and oil and, you know, stuff like that. But I'm not doing that, actually. I'm just adding water. So, I honestly don't know how much I've got left in here. I don't know, I might have a couple of cups. But I'm just going to pour it in this bowl. And this is actually pretty, I don't know, when I got it, it was pretty inexpensive. I can't guarantee what anything is now, as you know. But, so, this is what I'm going to use to make the waffles. And why am I making the waffles? Because I have found that making plain waffles in the mini dash is a great substitute for other breads like biscuits, buns, English muffins, all kinds of things. And they have really come in handy for me because a while back I made a batch of plain mini dash waffles. I put them in the freezer and just took them out a couple of times and started using them as a bread replacement because sometimes I run out of bread and sometimes I don't feel like making bread and sometimes I don't want to go to the store. I don't want to do any of that stuff. So I can make these little mini dash waffles and I can use them for all kinds of things and they taste good and they're easy to do. So there's some water in this, and since I didn't measure this, I'm just going to guess the water. And let's see how this comes out. I'm over here. Don't leave. What have you guys been doing lately? What have y'all been up to? Woo, mercy. All right, let's see if this is enough water. I don't know. I'm going to have to mix it. I'm mixing. I realize that a lot of things that you put in the dash is kind of forgiving. So, and what do you think? Think I need more? Oh, okay. All right. I think I'm going to use my little whisk here. Because I just don't feel like my wooden spoon is doing the job right now. It's letting me down. Now I'm not adding anything else to this. No sugar, no vanilla, no nothing, no eggs, nothing. So you can see how pretty cheap this is going to be. Now, I did notice that some of the egg prices are coming down, but you know, the way things are, you don't know. They could start back up again. So it doesn't matter. You do the best you can with the tools you got, right? All right, now, so here's my waffle mixture, my batter. I've got my old ice cream scoop, so I'm going to use that to kind of get equal measurements in the mini dash. Now, it's a bit awkward in this area because near my stove where I do a lot of filming, I don't have an outlet over there. So, I had to rearrange things a little bit, but I have the mini dash plugged in, and when I use the mini dash, I use it on my cutting board. So it's plugged in, and according to the direcciones, it says when the blue light goes off, it's heated and ready to go. So, and it's supposed to be, really, it is pretty non-stick, but just to start it out, I brush it with a little bit of butter just to assure that they don't stick, okay? I'm not using too much of it. It's not that big of a deal. So, did the light go off? Yes, it did. I have a turquoise mini dash, or no, a green mini dash. So, it's just a little hard to tell if the light is on or off. Okay. So, there it is. Now then, get my stuff gathered up here. I know this is a lot of batter. If I don't use all this batter, that's fine, but I probably will because I want to see how much I get out of it. So here's my batter, and I'm going to use my ice cream scoop here. I found this at a flea market years ago. And I'm going to pour it on there. And I'm just going to give it a little schmish, a little bit of encouragement, and then bring the lid down, and that's it. Now, frankly, I know, and this comes with a little recipe booklet, which is adorable, by the way. It does tell you about how long to do your whatever you're cooking in there, but frankly, I kind of just go by the smell and also the steam. As it cooks, bakes, the steam will come out, and then as the steam dissipates and the smell gets stronger, then I know that it's probably just about done and I can check it. So, that's my method. Can you see the steam? There's a lot of steam in here. Well, as long as that steam is rolling out of there, I'm not going to pick the lid up because that tells me it's not done. Ah, see, the light came on because it needed to bring it up to temperature again, and now the light is off. If you try the dash, the little mini dash appliances, honestly, I have to confess, I'm not necessarily a gadget person, but I do like these. I've got the mini griddle and I have this one, and I'm not saying that at some point I wouldn't buy another mini dash of some kind, because every now and again I do peruse them. They're still fairly cheap, but they are not idiot proof. In other words, they don't have bells and whistles on them. You plug them in, they start up, you unplug them, they turn off. And that's basically it. Now you see how the steam is kind of dissipating here? Steam dissipating. Do I dare pick it up? I can, and I did. So, let's see. Do I want to? No. I want it to be a little more brown. I want more brownage on there. So, I'm going to leave it for another minute or two. I don't recommend that you walk away from your mini dash appliances. I recommend that you stick with it and stay with it until your food is done. Okay, let's see. And if you don't want it any more crisp than that, that's fine. Because I usually warm these up in the toaster, by the way. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it on my rack, and then I'm going to do another one. I honestly just keep them rolling. Rolling, 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 though the streams are swollen, keep them doggies rolling. You know what that is. If you know what that is, put it in the comments. Okay. So, I'm going to continue on and do my work here and get this whole bowl of batter done. Now then, I want to show you this right here. I have my rack out. Got my little rack going there because that's where I'm putting my waffles to cool off and dry out a little bit. Okay? Alrighty. When they're done, we'll be back. Okie doke. I'm all done with that bowl of batter. Now, I got a dozen mini dash waffles out of that batch of batter, and I have 13 actually, and this one is thin because it was the last of the batter in the bowl. Which it's always that way. I don't know why, but I take my scraper and I really scrape all of it out because I don't want to waste any of it. So, now then, what can you do with these? If you want to, you can just put some butter and syrup on them and eat them, you know, like you would a regular waffle. But these waffles can be used to make any sandwich that you want to make. It can be used to have a hamburger. You can use it to make a toasted cheese sandwich, or I guess grilled cheese. I say toasted cheese, but you can use it to make that. You can use it to make a breakfast sandwich. Any breakfast sandwich you want to make, you can use these. And you can use it to, instead of gravy and biscuits or sausage gravy and biscuits, you can use these instead of biscuits. You can use it to make a fish sandwich. You don't even have to toast these or heat them up. You can use it to put some tuna salad on the top and have an open-faced sandwich. You can use these to have a BLT. Yes, you can. One way I like to eat them, I enjoy them this way. I take 2 of the waffles. On one waffle, I put them in the toaster, and then one of the waffles, I melt some cheese on the top, a slice of cheese. I poach an egg, put the egg on top, and I eat it that way. It's delicious. And the other waffle, I put some butter while it's still hot, and I put some jelly, jam, or preserves, whatever I happen to have. Also, cinnamon sugar is good on that. It's really tasty. You can really use these in any way that you want to use. Any way that you use bread, you can use these. Also, you have a built-in dessert. You can take a can of any pie filling that you want. You can put a scoop of the pie filling on the top, warm these up, toast them if you want to, put a scoop of pie filling on the top, put a scoop of ice cream, and you have an ice cream or a fruit pie. You can turn these into a sundae. Instead of having a cone or a waffle cone, just put your scoop of ice cream on and put whatever toppings you want to put on there. And it's really, really good. And very quick because you've already made them. Now then, you can see some of them are a little bit, you know, not perfect. But if you're here for perfection, you've come to the wrong place. Because there's nothing perfect going on here at Simple Food, Simple Life. So, if you've ever done this, or if you think you might like to try to do this, and you don't need a mini dash, if you just got a regular waffle maker, or honest to goodness, make mini pancakes. Whatever you want to do. But it's great if you have the mix that doesn't require anything else. It's just water. So that's pretty cheap. Now then, if you've ever tried this, or you plan on trying it, or you've got any suggestions how these can be used, by all means put it in the comments below, because I would like to know any new ways that you can come up with. And don't forget, when you're making these little mini waffles, you can put whatever add-ins you want to put. It's up to you. You can make them your own. Do whatever you want to do with them. Alrighty? Okay, that's it. I love you guys. You know I do. I hope you give this a try. And as always, you know that little is much when God is in it. Okay? Alright. I love you. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.